life, be sincere, and with patience give answer.
That's the point. So you don't want to, because it talks about a sinner that has a double tongue.
Yeah.
So that means that you're contradicting in the doctrine.
Mm-hmm.
You speaking this on one end, but then because you're watching this other group, now you're speaking that. You're not making any sense, and you bugging yourself out in the process, man.
Yeah, I got to land back precept on that. Ephesians 4:14, that we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro, and carried about with every wind of doctrine, by the sleight of men and cunning craftiness, whereby they lie in wait to deceive. But speaking,
See, if you're not a part of an established, grounded church where you have your teachers and the prophets and the body of men that you need, then it's going to be possible for you to fall into the hands of the different false prophets out there. They're just deceiving and being deceived. You can easily fall into that if you are without that foundation.
Yeah. You ain't grounded. You and no one's being held accountable for certain things that they say come out their mouth. It's like his brother said. It's no foundation. This church is foundation is Yahweh Shai, because we're walking that walk as Yahweh Shai did. We're bearing our cross.
next scripture, but speaking the truth in love may grow up into him in all things, which is the head, even Mashiach, Yahweh Shai, from whom the whole body fitly joined together and compacted by that which every joint supplieth, according to the effectual working in the measure of every part, maketh increase of the body unto the edifying of itself in love.
Mm. This is all being done to the building of the church, man. The body of Yahweh Shai. All right. But if you leave from away from that construction site, you're just gonna be wandering and lost.
Yeah.
You might want to stick around with with the house that's being built, because it's that same house is gonna be your protection, your covering. You know.
You wander off. You want to start building what is it? The ground. What is it?
Some of the stony ground.
Stony ground. The sand.
Sand.
Yeah. You're not gonna
the wind. Yahushua spoke that in the parable.
Yeah.
That's about the winds and the tempest beats upon it, and the house pretty much gets swept out. Yeah, man. You somebody find that actually. I think it's Matthew. I think somebody can find that.
Matthew 7.
Yeah. Yep.
You got it, bro. You
Yeah, take it. It's Matthew 7. It says, starting at Matthew 7:24, it says, therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man, which built his house upon a rock.
Mm-hmm.
And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew.
Hey, what's spiritual is those that's been lately coming up against the belief that King Masha is not King David. It's like the belief that he is King David, and then they also, because Vocab brought out how Abba, Rabbi Vivens, wrote that book, and you had a dude coming out talking shit, you know. So these dudes that's like coming up against these teachings, these spiritual teachings, they don't have any root. They're just wandering stars. You know. I just find that spiritual, because who did the Lord tell was going to be the rock that he was going to build his church upon? see that? And then the same individual coming against Peter, or King David, he ain't got no foundation at all. He's just bugged out of his mind.
His foundation was set in a theological seminary.